Hi, everybody. It is Giving Tuesday. My name's Carmen Dalzell. I'm with the Northshore Schools Foundation, and I wanted to stop today and just share with you about Giving Tuesday and also just give some thanks. For those of you who are not familiar, Giving Tuesday is a newish tradition that accompanies the holiday gift buying season in the United States. The intent of it was to encourage people to remember that they can give to charities or they can help people who are less fortunate and kind of stop the crazy capitalism, I think was the intent. And over the years, it's been very successful and lots of charities have had support. People choose to support charities in lieu of sending gifts or instead of having parties. So Giving Tuesday is a reminder of that. At the Northshore Schools Foundation, we think this is a great time for us to give thanks to you, our supporters, for everything that you do to make sure that we operate. Because without you, we couldn't do anything that we do. You've been supporting students and teachers in so many amazing ways. I want you to know the difference that you make in our community. This is 10 things that we are giving thanks for this holiday season. I hope that you enjoy it. So number one is our community partners. The Northshore School District has a saying that says we can't do this work alone, and it is more than true. And it's true for us with the district, and it's true with other community organizations. The work that we do always, or the work the foundation does, always intended to amplify the work of the district. So our partnership with them is essential. I want to thank the Northshore School District for being great partners. They really make it easy. There's a lot of people that it would be kind of hard if they weren't good partners to work with. So we appreciate the way they work with us and we can come together and do good things. Other community partners I want to call out are things like the Bothell-Kenmore Chamber, which I have the privilege of being on the board for this year. They recently co-hosted a Diwali celebration downtown Bothell. They're working with us on just educating our leadership. It's a great opportunity for me to meet more people. I'm getting lots of experience in public speaking, which obviously I need. I just appreciate the fact that they support the foundation. The Woodinville Chamber recently donated more than $1,000 to support the Backpacks program as a result of their 5K. Woodinville Firefighters Benevolent Fund is kind of a silent partner in the community, but they are part of the reason we've been able to say yes to Opportunity Fund. They kind of came up behind us and said, you do it, and if you need help, just ask. So I felt confident moving forward, and that program has now helped, nearly 1,000 families, which is pretty dang cool. Also, let's see who else. We love Northshore Rotary. We're partnering with them right now on their Santa breakfast. We do very little, but they do all the work. Woodinville Rotary works with us to support Backpacks for Kids and sometimes even our Build Skills for Life initiative. Northshore Kiwanis most recently just helped fund our calculators, a calculators grant at Skyview. That was a priority of theirs, and we had a teacher that wanted to make that happen, so we put them together, which is my favorite part about this job, is putting people together. Northshore PTSA Council, are you kidding me? What would we do without them? We are growing in our relationship. We're learning our lanes, learning to complement each other, and I really believe that relationship is getting stronger every day, and that together we're going to rise higher and higher and be able to serve more families and youth. And then also in no particular order, we appreciate Scholarship Foundation of Northshore. They kind of are a complement. We help kids during K-12. Scholarship Foundation helps kids pursue scholarships after high school. Northshore Wall of Honor is a partner with us. I use their board as a brain meld often. In the community are kind of similar organizations, our Northshore YMCA and Northshore Senior Center. They're out there doing the work. We're more like funding partners, and they are working hard, helping clients directly. And between the two of them, they're helping every single person in the community or are eligible to. Love that. Love our relationship with Turanga and Kinder Connection. You might not know who Kinder Connection is, but it's a small nonprofit that entirely supports homeless students in several different districts. And it makes a huge difference in our ability to provide funds to our district to help kids. Out of the blue, there's also Liberty Road Foundation. They are out of Kirkland, and they provide lots of backpack supplies. Really appreciate that. And I can't overlook our media partners. So there's a lot of community partners. Woodinville Weekly, Bothell-Kenmore Reporter, there's the new Northshore News, and King 5 lets us borrow Jake Wittenberg every once in a while so he can be an MC for us. We also have Bothell Blog, and Cairo 7 helps us. So without those partners, it would be a lot harder. So thank you. Let's do a round of applause for our community partners. Number 2, monthly donors. I want to say thank you very much to monthly donors. Because we are such a small organization, When people decide to give monthly, that means that we know we have consistent income. And that consistent income means that we can buy a subscription to MailChimp. It means that we can make some decisions about salaries and how many staff we can go on. And it doesn't rely so much on whether we've sent an email or sent a letter and said, hey, you should support us, or had an event. It makes sure that we have dollars every day. Monthly donors, you go above and beyond for us. And it also helps many people. I mean, people choose to be monthly donors because they want to give us maybe more, but they'd rather have it a little bit at a time. We are very appreciative. I would tell you that if you want to be a monthly donor, you should totally do that. But we're going to change systems really soon. So I'll ask you again in January. How about that? That's our plan. But thank you, monthly donors. You allow us to say yes, even when we're not doing fundraising. And I really appreciate it. I'm going to also just call it a specific kind of donor, backpacks and school supply donors. Oh my goodness. I don't think you understand what it's like. Because of you, there is no reason any North Shore student should not have school supplies or backpacks if they need one. Because of you, we're able to supply those supplies all year long. So in the fall, nearly 800 students received them, but now we're answering calls regularly for new students who enter the district or students who've had crisis in their families who need school supplies, and we are able to say yes. That is huge. I so love how everybody loves it. We think it's probably the most beloved program that we offer, and we're grateful. We're grateful for the volunteers that also support it and the donors that make it possible. Thank you, and because of you, kids have what they need to do their homework. Thank you. One of the other things I'm very grateful for is our care teams. Care teams are relatively new, but they're the ones that help us find the students in need. So we might not have been able to find a student who needed school supplies, but now with care teams in place, we really can. So we started about 2 years ago with the intent of having a liaison from the school to the Schools Foundation to help supply the resources that the foundation has to schools, so that there was a way to get in. Every school has a different one. There's no consistency. Sometimes it's the parking lot attendant, sometimes it is a counselor, sometimes it's a vice principal, sometimes it's a math teacher. It's all different people, and that's what's so cool about it, because that way the right person can be in that service role, and then those people are supported by other people in the school that are out there helping them. They're members of the care team. I appreciate it. Without you, so many students wouldn't be getting served, and our donors are really working hard to make sure you have the resources you need to help families. So it's a really good symbiotic relationship. I love it. If you are a North Shore parent, you probably don't know who your care team lead is. Ask at your school. We're going to get that public here in a minute. Right now, we're still just making sure they have all the resources. What's happening with care teams is, as we become more and more, people become more aware of it, the need goes up, and so we're supplying more and more, more and more supplies, which is great. But we just have to figure out how to communicate with the general community on how to access them. So that's kind of our next big job. But you can ask at your school, and they will tell you your care team. And what we love is that you can ask for the care team lead in elementary, junior high, and high school. There's not a different name at each school. So care team leads, it's above and beyond what you do. You're already doing your regular job, and then you go just a little bit farther to help the foundation help students and help students find the resources that they need, and that makes a huge difference. So thank you, care team leads. I'm going to call out the basic needs aid donors too. I think we have all these different funds, and one of the challenges even our board has is what we do so many different things. The basic needs aid program is more like a crisis funding program, and that program has been growing and growing and growing. I think I don't know, I'm going to say several years, because the number is better. It's better to tell you several years than to lie. But in the first year, we served 6 families with crises. They just had crises and they needed help. We sent them some dollars for groceries and gas, and they were able to, it was a little bit of help to get them back on their feet. Then the next year was like 36. So it's just been growing. And then COVID hit, and every student that wanted to, everybody who was experiencing COVID back in 2019, if a family was in financial need, the school was able to nominate them, and they received crisis fund money. Amazing. You made that possible. Your donations went crazy. What's interesting though is at the beginning of, oh my gosh, I'm going to get the school year, this school year, last school year, the school year, we realized that what happened is we reverted back to the original intent of the program, which was crisis, a one-time experience that causes you stress. So it wasn't just COVID, it had to be something else. This horrible, sad part is that last year by Thanksgiving, we had helped 32 families. Now, I mean, I'm glad that we helped them, but I also, that's so sad that there were 32 families that had a crisis like car wrecks, death in their family, job loss. Absolutely none of those crises had anything to do with COVID. They were just day to day normal things that happen to people, regardless of if there's a pandemic or not. This year, we've already helped 44 families, same time period from 32 to 44 in the years. I didn't do the math for you, but I know somebody's doing it right now. You can put it in the comments if you want. I just want to say thank you. None of that would have been possible without the support of Basic Needs Aid. We're only able to promise what we have in our bank because we never want to have people, we can't overcommit our dollars. Like I can't go into debt to serve people. So when people have committed their dollars there, I'm able to continue this program and it makes a huge difference. So thank you, Basic Needs Aid donors. Thank you to our ambassadors. Oh my gosh. Ambassadors are it's been around forever, like before BC, before Carmen. They are liaisons to the school and they help us understand what a school needs and they help schools understand what the resources the foundation has and what kind of things we need. We have one at almost every school and we're really trying to build more at other schools. So we have over 40 ambassadors right now, but there are some spots still available, especially because we want more than one at every school because it's a lot to do. Those ambassadors spend their free time helping educators apply for grants, helping families find care teams. They also communicate what the fundraising events are that the foundation is doing so that people can come and help us help them. They help us understand what's happening at their school and what need is happening. When we do a district-wide grant or something that shows up at each school, they follow up, make sure that the dollars get used where it needs to get used. They are a blessing. So if you're an ambassador right now, just like, thank you, good job, couldn't do it without you. And I want to do a special shout out to Summer Oliski. She has been the ambassador lead for the last 2 years, and she just makes it possible for us to have more ambassadors. She fills in the blanks when, I'm busy in some crazy meeting. She's able to talk to someone and help them have the resources they need. I really appreciate it. And a special also shout out to Nancy Tagan, who stepped up to join Summer. So she is a longtime ambassador and is now moved into this role. And I appreciate it. So there are nearly 40 of you out there. You are changing the world. Thank you for being an ambassador. Of course, I just want to stop and say thank you to the Board of Trustees that serves the Northshore Schools Foundation. I would say your board, they're my board, they're your board. The foundation, while we are so lucky because we do have some paid staff, the work that we do is 100% guided by the leadership of our representative board, voted of people from this community who want to have a voice in education and want to provide direction about how an organization like ours can best support the district and make a difference. They provide the direction, brain capital, vision. They reach into the community, help identify needs and find ways to connect them. They find our resources and we just kind of put everything together. It's amazing what they do. They do that in their free time. They have to deal with me. It's a lot. So if you're a Northshore Schools Foundation board member, please know I personally am so incredibly grateful for your service, and students and children and educators and teachers and administrators, all of us are very blessed by the time you spend and the thought capital you put in. Every little bit makes a big difference. There are several new members to our board. Welcome. We're glad to have you. And, we might even be having a new kind of board. So pay attention. That's going to be coming up in the future if it comes to fruition. It's a secret though, so I can't tell you more. Number 8, I want to thank our sponsors. The last couple of years have not been traditional. Everybody says that, but it's been crazy. And organizations, their income's been all over the board. Everybody's had different issues. And now they get to, now everyone's had different issues and they have stayed with us. They've continued to donate. They've continued to support. Our sponsors are a huge part of how we are, again, able to kind of do that everyday stuff. They make it possible that we can do general operating. We have annual sponsors. We've got event sponsors. We have in-kind sponsors, every kind of sponsor. If you want to see a whole list of our sponsors, I really do invite you to look at our website. It's at the bottom. There's a whole list. If you are a sponsor, thank you. It means the world to us. We know that when you make a donation to the foundation in any way, shape, or form, you are making a choice to take it out of your employees' hands, or you're making a choice to invest in your community. You are investing, and it's not free. So I know you could do a lot of other things with your money, and I really appreciate that you do that. It's kind of unfathomable, but in the last year, nearly 20% of our income has come from new donors. So I want to stop and thank our brand new donors. If you are new to us, this is the first time you're hearing our top 10, or you're just kind of getting used to us, please know that you make a significant difference. 20% of what we do, we couldn't do if it wasn't for you taking a chance on us. So I want to invite you to get to know us better. I want to invite you to ask questions, get involved, find your ambassador, reach out to our board members, reach out to me, and just start building your relationship with us, because our job is to reflect what our community needs, and your investment in us means that you want to be part of that too. I appreciate it. I love being part of the conversation. So thanks for taking a chance on us, new donors. And finally, kind of an annoying noise, but I want to say thank you to our educators, of course. Amazing. From the bottom of our hearts. Every day, and in regular times, in crazy times, you are astounding. The way you give service and support our students is always inspiring. What you've done in the last few years is totally and completely unfathomable. We thank you. Hear me clearly. You have done the impossible every single day for over 2 years. I hope this holiday season you get to relax into the gratitude of all of us. We are rooting for you. Okay, everyone, that is my top 10. It is Giving Tuesday, so I hope that you take some time and find places to give thanks if you haven't already with the holiday season. Have a great day, and thank you so much.